The navbar is usually the first thing people notice on your site. It shows them what you're about, your pages, your offerings, and where to click. Good navigation keeps people moving through your site. If they can't find what they need fast, they leave, and that hurts both UX and SEO. Today, we're building a simple navbar using Kirki's navigation element. So, let's get into it. As you can see, our page is already set up, and all we're missing is the navbar itself. We'll kick things off by adding a section and marking it as the header. And we will assign the tag for the header too, so it's best for web crawling. Now, here's the main part, the navigation element. You'll find it in the Insert panel under Base Elements. So, scroll down a bit, and under the Advanced tab, you'll spot Navigation. If Base Elements isn't showing up in your panel, just enable it from the Views menu at the top. Or, even quicker, hit Command / and type Navigation to jump straight to it. One nice thing about elements under the Advanced tab is that they come pre-structured with behaviors, so you won't have to fuss much about the underlying setup. It does most of the heavy lifting for us, and we'll see that in a minute. When we expand the navigation that we just dropped, you'll see the nav items sitting inside, along with the links. But we also want a logo and a button. That's what a common navbar setup looks like. So, we will drop a heading for the logo, and a button component alongside the nav items. Once that's done, maybe we can go a little bit with rearranging here. Yep, that's there. Now, fast forward, we'll rename our logo, then maybe tweak the size of it a bit. And just like that, structuring the navbar is done in only a few minutes. That's how easy it is once you're using the navigation element. Up next comes the design phase. To do that, we will simply wrap the navigation in a div block. Think of it as a container to hold everything together. And then add a max width to specify the limit spread over larger screens. Then, to maintain a middle placement, we will set the left-right margin to auto. And lastly, add a bit of padding overall so the navbar isn't crammed up against the edges. For the button, we'll go with a basic black. Round up the corners with a border radius, and change the text to Start Free Trial. Short, direct, and action-driven. Exactly what you want if you're trying to hook people in. And do notice that the pre-made button just adjusts itself to whatever text we type. That's Kirki's components uplifting the heavy thing. And now, let's fast forward and update the link texts. And then, bump the font size up to a little bit. The color for our links will be black, so it's readable. Things are kept flexible, so you can tweak it however you want. The last step is connecting the links. Home points to the home page, pricing points to the pricing page, and so on. That's it. Our simple navbar is good to go. Now, you definitely want this to perform responsively across different screens. To do that, select the navigation element and turn on the Hamburger menu. Once you do that, you'll see a hamburger icon appear on the right side for tablets and screens below. You can choose your own breakpoint too. For this, we'll go with landscape and below. Right now, the CTA and the hamburger are sitting far apart, but we want them close together. So, let's group them with Command + G. Maybe we want the name button wrapper, and then set it to flex row. That automatically wraps them into the corner. Let's add a little gap between them, and there we go. Now, we can't see the links of the course because they're hidden as we enable the hamburger. For that, the navigation element has a show menu option, which brings them into view right in the editor for edit. The items are already grouped horizontally by default. So, let's switch the nav items to flex column, and also let's center them. Now, as the links drop on clicking the hamburger, we want them to spread over the hero content. So, we will upscale a z-index to layer them at top of everything. And it's working, of course, just that the background is transparent and the distinction isn't visible. So, let's go on and give it a white background. And there you go. Let's also add a bit of space at the top. Perfect. And there's everything sorted. Let's check the preview now. And yep, we're all set. That's how easy it is with Kirki. Without the navigation element, you'd have to build this whole structure piece by piece, creating the hamburger menu and wiring up the interaction behavior manually. With the navigation element, it's a lot simpler. If you'd rather build it from scratch, Kirki gives you that flexibility too. Set up your structural base, layering your frames and contents and design as you please, and you're good to go. Give it a try, and let us know how it went. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.